Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. I'm putting the candles down because I don't have anywhere high up to put them, and I don't want to catch anything on fire, but they're here, and we're here, and this is my, what I call my birthday night, my Erev birthday, when I show all my background, and I decided tonight I would just sing. I'm going to start off with a few prayers. I'm going to go into the singing part. And for a couple of them, I'm going to look at words. So thanks for understanding that. And how was your week? My week was good. I spent the week in Alaska visiting family. And boy, that was a lot of fun. And now we're back. And isn't it amazing how we can just be back just like that? And travel around the world safely with masks on. Is everybody getting good and tired of the masks? Let me tell you something. A little commentary here. Nobody likes the masks. I don't think I've met anybody who likes the masks. I think we wear them because we're responsible, diligent adults. So, yeah, enough said. Go get your vaccination. I'm going to be a little bit like Mr. Rogers tonight, so I'm just going to get ready in front of you and not have any games. Part of what the reason why I'm not having the candles up high was because I got a little bit of a burn warning by trying to have the candles really close, and I burned my finger. Of course, my good finger, the one that presses the strings. So what the heck? I'm fine. But you can't see the candles. While I'm fixing up my pick with a nice piece of tape so I can hold it sturdily, I'm waiting for people to come on. Is anybody there? Hello, yoo-hoo. Come on. Shabbat Shalom. I don't know. Does anybody think I'm not doing this anymore? I'm doing it. I'm doing it when I can, and this is one of the nights when I'm doing it. So I'm going to start off with, I'll start off with a Shema and be grateful for the oneness that we all celebrate and share together. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. In case you're just tuning in, here are the candles, but they're not tall enough tonight. Tonight is Erev birthday. It is the, what did we figure out? The 44th anniversary of my 54th anniversary of my bar mitzvah, which was on Simchat Torah in 1967. And so tonight's kind of like, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. So I'm going to do what I want. And what I want to do most is sing. I've been missing singing. I sing on my walks. I sing in the shower. I sing on Shabbat. Tonight I'm going to share some folk songs with you and a couple of videos of my musical performances, and hope that you'll enjoy it. So how shall we start? And hello, Phyllis. Shabbat Shalom. I think we'll start with Yadi Nefesh. Yedid nefesh avarachamon, avarachamon. I'm gonna get two, because this is my birthday. Yedid nefesh avarachamon, avarachamon. Meshochav-techa el retzonecha, el retzonecha. Yedid nefesh avarachamon, avarachamon. Meshochav-techa el retzonecha, el retzonecha. Yahutavdecha kemoyam ishtachave el kol hadarecha. Yedid nefesh avarachamon, avarachamon. Meshochav-techa el retzonecha, el retzonecha. Yahutavdecha kemoyam ishtachave el kol hadarecha. Yedid nefesh avarachamon, avarachamon. So on my birthday, I get a little bit sentimental, and I was just thinking about all the places I have lived in. All the funky little places that I've lived in, all the wonderful places I've lived in, all the places I've been, and all the places I've traveled, all the places I've lived, and all the places I've moved out of. Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. Captain, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. Sing along if you like. Then the child moved 10 years round the season, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Would like when you're older must have eaten, and promises of someday make his dream. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. Can't turn, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. Any of you remember when you were 16? 16 was a great age. You wanted so much. You wanted to drive. You wanted money. You wanted fun. You wanted independence. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town. I love that. Cartwheels turn to car wheels. They tell him, take his time, it won't be long now. Will you drag your feet too slow, the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. Can't return, we can only look behind from where we've been, and go round and round and round in the circle. 20. I remember at 20, I was just about ready to move up to Northern California and start my official career in Jewish communal work. Same year, I met Ron, my music partner, in Petaluma. And the years go by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true. There'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams and plenty, before the last revolving year is. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. And go round and round and round in the circle again. So last year in 2020, I wrote a song. I think pretty much all musicians wrote some kind of song. All poets wrote some kind of a poem. And so I'm going to play you a video recording of that song. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Rick Konkoff, and like everybody else in Sonoma County in California and the United States and the world, I've been making it through the pandemic and having sometimes a hard time and sometimes an okay time. But one of the things I found out is that to almost every sad occurrence, there is a silver lining. And so I've been documenting it with a song called It's All About Silver Linings, and I'd like to sing that to you right now.
We were working and hustling and grinding while the broken world was unwinding. Pointing fingers, are we to blame? It all comes out the same. It's calling out our hearts and minds and souls. While the sickness took us down, politicians played around, and the southeast flooded, the northwest burned, and still no lesson is learned. It's tearing up our hearts and minds and souls. It's all about silver linings, a time for self-defining. And nothing's gonna be the same no more when we open up that door. Gonna follow that silver lining, gonna keep on redefining, gonna keep on moving and stop just trying. Gonna follow that silver line. When the sickness took us down, a new fight came around, And when the doors flew open again, a fight for justice began. It's calling out our hearts and voices and souls. The sickness hasn't won. The fight has just begun. The virus of ignorance, hatred, and war. We can stand for injustice no more. It's teaching us the peace we're waiting for. It's all about silver linings, a time for self-defining. And nothing's gonna be the same no more when we open up the door. Gonna follow that silver lining. Gonna keep on redefining. Gonna keep on moving and stop just trying. Gonna follow that silver line. Not a person can abstain from the sadness and the pain as we kneel together holding hands against one another. There's nothing to gain as sisters and brothers. We can start all over again. If we hold on to the love, the sun will shine above. The waves will break and the rivers roar. We will see the mountains once more. It's clearing out our minds and hearts and souls. The vision's getting clearer. The cure is coming nearer. The moon and the stars will show the way to find a better day. To open up and start all over again. It's all about silver lining, a time for self-defining. And nothing's gonna be the same no more when we walk back through the door. Gonna follow that silver lining. Gonna keep on redefining. Gonna keep on moving and stop just trying. Gonna follow that silver line.
Wow, that was fun writing that song. I think I'll do a Hebrew song now, since it is Shabbat. That darn E. Ooh, got it. Ooh, ah, 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 ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la ya la 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 la. Ezri me'im Adonai, Osei shamayim va'aretz. Ezri me'im Adonai, Osei shamayim va'aretz. Esa einai elei arim, me'ayin yavo Ezri. Esa einai elei arim, me'ayin yavo Ezri. This poem, which I love reading at this time of year, assuming I can read it because the letters are small. It's called A Few Last Leaves. A few last leaves blow delicately in the late November breeze, survivors of the fall, bringers of winter's frigid cold. All that dies rests, and what comes around again is different, yet the same. No one leaves, no one wins. And yet, those few last leaves are holding on, breathing their last breaths before they are gone. Oh, what is it like to be the few last leaves hanging on to life? With a pale green color, will it endure yet another cold night? Dying is but an act of falling, and falling is the way we love and die. And once every last leaf has fallen and every branch is bare, we cry and slumber and dream, lament and forget, and open our eyes to see that the first new tiny green leaf, the first new tiny green bud has arrived. So good to be with you on this Shabbat. I want to tell you a little bit about something that I think I made up. I don't know if I made it up. Doesn't matter if I made it up. I think I heard it in a dream. So it's about what I call God space. So first we're going to talk about cyberspace. So this didn't used to exist, but now it exists, and yet it doesn't exist. I am communicating with you through cyberspace, and you are watching me through cyberspace. But if we reach our hands out, we can't feel anything. There's no strings, there's no wires, there's no cords, there's nothing attached. It's rather elusive and invisible, and we know it's there. And what's unique about cyberspace, about this realm that we're in, is that even though it doesn't exist physically, it might be supported physically, but it doesn't exist physically, we relate to it in a very black and white way. We are either online or offline. If we're online, we are open to being able to use everything out there, to learn anything we want, to communicate anywhere in the world. But when we're offline, we can't. And there's no gray area between online and offline. There simply is online or offline. So we're either in cyberspace or we're not in cyberspace. So I contend that God's space is a very similar thing. Either we are in it or we are not. God's space is supported by a lot of physicality, and yet we can't feel it, we can't touch it. We talk about God as being ineffable, untouchable, unnameable. So God is, and yet God isn't. And God is with us, and God isn't with us. It's the same thing. It's everything and nothing. So what is God's space? God's space is when you get in the place, just like when you're in cyberspace, when you have the whole world open to you. You have relationships. You have limitless love, limitless kindness, limitless care in God's space. And yet you're either in God's space or not in God's space. You're either online or offline. So how do you sign on to God's space? God's space is wonderful. First of all, you don't need a computer. As a matter of fact, you don't need anything physical. You have a Passover. You have a password, and your password is your own soul. And it is with your own soul and through your own soul that you get into God's space. And once you're in God's space, you have all the love and all the care and all the kindness available. So what are the paths? What are the fiber optics? What are the network channels to get into God's space? And I think that should be obvious. Openness, loving kindness, listening, caring, helping, supporting, learning, changing, growing, dancing, singing, painting, creating, sculpturing, molding. The path to God's space is through our souls. And when our soul reconnects with the larger mass of souls, of soul energy, is when we are in God's space. So I hope that you can be in God's space as much as possible. There's lots of ways to sign on to God's space. It doesn't cost anything. You don't need anything except your heart, your soul. Pretty easy. All right, I'm going to sing a song that I wrote when I was 21, maybe 22. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it perfectly. Watch the words just in case I need them. It's called Sing Your Own Song. Running around can bring me down, but I sing a song, it won't be long before another day has passed me by. I wonder if I'll ever learn to rest my head and take a turn, playing my own songs and laying back. Pride slow me down, I do my best. It isn't such a sin to take a rest. Sing your own song for a while. Sing your own song for a while. Tell myself that time is running short and there's so much to do. Wonder if I'll ever see the end. Starting to appear that when the end is getting near, I wonder why I never settle down. Try to slow me down, I do my best. It isn't such a sin to take a rest. Sing your own song for a while. Sing your own song for a while. Something's ringing in my ear, lessons flowing in my tears, telling me I'll never change the path. Slowing down's not easy when the voices that you hear are telling you to keep on running fast. They try to slow me down, I do my best. It isn't such a sin to take a rest. Sing your own song for a while. Sing your own song for a while. Mikol Maim Rabim Adirim Mishpereya Bamir Bamaro Adonai Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Elokecha Tenu me'od Bebet panav hakodesh Tamir b'maro Adonai Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la 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 Yalla la la Yalla la la Well, as I said, tonight is a very special Shabbat. It's Erev, my birthday. And so I'm doing whatever I want to do in this Kabbalat Shabbat. And I wanted to remind you that every Friday night, since the pandemic started, just about, I have done a Shabbat, Kabbalat Shabbat, and asked you to join, and you've joined. So now tell your friends. And if they don't have Facebook, they can also see it on my YouTube channel, Rick Konkoff's channel. So now we're going to go way out there. In the early 80s, I lived on a street called Bohemian Highway. and it was in a house on Bohemian Highway, which was kind of dark and kind of cold, but wonderful. And it was right on Salmon Creek. And the back side was Salmon Creek. On the front side was the highway. And it seems really quaint when you're driving down a country road and you see a house on the highway and it's for sale, and you think, okay, this is a nice thing. I'd love to have that house. And you fall in love with it. This song tells the real story. It's called the Bohemian Highway song.
Down Bohemian Highway, nothing's really happening there. Driving down Bohemian Highway, something so nice in the air. People can spend so much time on the highway, forget all the things on your mind. Living on Bohemian Highway, cozy little place on the road. When the car goes by, the quiet seems to die. Everything looks good for a moment. Walking down Bohemian Highway, nothing's really happening there. Driving down Bohemian Highway, something so nice in the air. It's time to sell our little house on the highway, leave our cozy nightmare behind.
You didn't hear a word I said. Can you hear me now? You can. So let's move into a fun song. How are you feeling? I'm feeling good. Awesome. Cool. And feeling groovy. Slow down, you're moving too fast. Got to make the more than lost trust. Looking down the cobblestone, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? Come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhyme for me? Doing doo-doo, feeling groovy. no deeds to do, no promise to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning sun drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Feeling like we're at camp now. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Big hotel, a boutique and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, wah, 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 wah. Ooh, wah, wah, wah. Took all the trees, put them in the tree museum. I'm in charge of people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, farmer, put away that dee-dee-dee now. Give me the buds on my apples and leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the speed doors slam. Got a big yellow taxi coming, put away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, wah, 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 wah. Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Wah, 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 wah. Pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Well, I haven't done that one in about 1,000,000 years. That's a fun song. I don't know how many of you are here with me tonight, but as long as there's one, and I see there's at least one, I'm happy. It's really been fun sharing songs. Let's see, do I have any more? I'm having fun here. Yeah, let's do today. We'll do today instead of tomorrow. You know, most anxiety, it is said, is caused about worrying about tomorrow. And most depression is caused about and by regretting yesterday. So why don't we just spend more time in today? Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. 1,000,000 tomorrows shall all pass away ere I forget all the joys that are mine today. I'll be a dandy and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the song that I sing. I'll feast at your table, I'll sleep in your clover. Who cares what tomorrow may bring? Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine. I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. When tomorrow shall all pass away, there I forget all the joys that are mine. Today, I can't be contented with yesterday's glory. I can't live on promises, winter through spring. Today is my moment, and now is my story. I'll laugh and I'll cry and I'll sing. Today, more the blossoms to bring to the vine. I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. When tomorrow shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joys that are mine. Today. You know, I had some realizations this week. We all complain, or many of us complain, about online learning. I realized I'd rather see someone's entire face on a screen than only their mouth, their eyes. You miss so much without seeing the mouth. Look at this. Here's the eyes. Here's the mouth. Eyes, mouth. Well, slowly but surely, at least outside, the masks are coming off. And today I was walking home and I had a wonderful experience of meeting someone who I had only met with a mask on, a young person. And so for the first time, I saw their face. And I didn't recognize them, because my mind had made up a whole new picture of what this person looked like. That was a nice birthday surprise. I'm going to close with, come on, people, now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together right now. Let's be friends. Let's not be adversaries. For my birthday, could everybody just be nice to each other? Practice what we practice in our family, which is called default to nice. Default to nice. Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring now, or hear the angels cry. Know the dove is on the wing, and you need not know why. Come on, people now, come on, your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some will come and some will go, we shall surely pass. When the one that left us here now returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading on the grass. Come on, people now, come on, your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, come on, your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. You hold the key to love and fear now, all in your trembling hand. One key unlocks them both, it's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile, brother, I can get. Love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile, your brother, everybody can get. Love one another right now. Well, Shabbat Shalom. This has been just a free-for-all. Me, myself, and I honoring my own birthday. Should end with a Jewish song, shouldn't I? Because it is Shabbat, and I want to wish you all Shabbat Shalom. Here are the candles. This is what I burned myself on. Just couldn't get the tall ones happening tonight quick enough because I was going to walk right up against the show. So, what can we end with? שלא יגמר לעולם הכל והים וישמע של המים נראה השמיים תפילת האדם הכל והים וישמע של המים ורק השמיים תפילת האדם. Oh Lord, my God, I pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the rush of the water, the flash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the water, the flash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart. Shalom, 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 shalom. Shalom, 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 sim shalom, sim shalom. Good night and Shabbat Shalom. Join me on Monday night, 6 o'clock, for Rick Konkop's Coffee House, featuring the amazing throwback singer of folk songs and contemporary songs as well, Mr. Benjamin Williams. We'll see you then, right here. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat